So again, I think it's so cool that you guys are a group of friends that did this together. What changes have you noticed in each other?
I'll start. For David, I feel like you're, like you kind of talked about, you're much more oriented in what you want to do. I think you're more social. You take really good care of yourself. You're always working out. Very athletic guy. Not that you didn't do that before, but you've definitely put a new emphasis on just being a better self. I think you're also more like, I'm trying to find the right word. You're more connectable. You know what I mean? What I mean, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean by that is like, you're definitely, I feel like you're more interpersonal. Like I feel like we talked about filters and stuff. I definitely feel like you really get that, and that's something you apply to your interactions with people. Yeah. For Adam, Adam was like we talked about, struggling with what he was going to do in his life, but now I get a real sense of firmness from Adam. He knows like what he's going to do, even though it's still something you're discovering, something you're learning, but you definitely have something clear, and you're confident too in the way you're interacting with that. It's something I really feel off you about, the future and so on that I didn't get before, right? So I definitely, yeah.
Cool. Who wants
Yeah.
to- yeah.
For me, at least, I found for Davey, grade 11 before the program, we didn't see him much.
Okay.
He had his academics in mind, right? That was what you were going for, and we respected that. But we wanted to see Davey once in a while. And then after the program, he was still getting these crazy marks that everyone was like, Dave, how do you do it? But we still got to like see him, hang out with him, and I was just amazed and inspired by you, like finding that balance, right? A lot of people may struggle with that, and I think your own willpower combined with what we learned at the program just kind of opened you up that way.
Can I just ask a question about that really quickly? So you're saying that you were focused on your grades and that was consuming all of your time and you weren't hanging out with your friends. Then you were spending more time with your friends and getting better grades. So it's not like you had to give up grades to spend time with your friends. You were improving in both areas.
Bigger pie.
A bigger pie. Nice. Oh, I love that. A bigger pie. Cool.
And for Willie, I don't know, Will, he seems a lot more, after the program, he's so much more vibrant. He'll go up to people, shake their hands, like talk to them, just make everyone laugh. And
that's not the guy I met before.
yeah, just a super like happy, jolly guy. And then past that, I think he really solidified for himself what he wanted to do. And like, Will lost weight, Will was getting better marks, Will was a more sociable guy. And that stuff you can't really like, there's no recipe for that, right? So it was just really, really amazing to see.
Very cool. Very cool.
I think both of them have changed a lot, like a lot of good positive changes. Like Adam, I noticed he's become a lot more like, well, he's always been confident, but I feel like now it's the sort of, like he knows what he's doing now. And he's always like, I find that he was always a natural leader, but I found that after the program that really refined it. And he's able, like he took more initiatives outside, like both in our friend group and in school and out of school. Like he sort of honed his strengths and became more, like the stuff that he was good at became even better. And I think he's making good progress. So he's moving in the right direction. And Willie, I think William has made a lot of big changes. He is, again, as you mentioned before, he used to, like found that you weren't too sure about yourself before, and you had a bit of issues with like confidence, but now like that's completely different. Like he's always now out there and he's always talking and he's just a pleasure to be around. And I found that even in small things like his handshake, for example, might be a small thing to bring up. But last year it was a bit of a like the limp kind of
the dead fish.
But now like he has a. So that speaks, might be a small thing, but I think it speaks about his confidence and how much he's grown as a person. And now he's going to a program that he's happy about, and he feels like I noticed that he's more confident about himself, and he's headed in the right direction. He knows it.